The oats are kind of like, they're kind of set free and you can taste them a little bit better.
Be free! Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Maxwell.
Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode 280.
Seriously Cereal is made possible by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
You can find out more at
www.seriouslycereal.org. That's right, Spoonie.
Thanks, Spoonie. If you like to eat your cereal dry, then you are a snacker, like our buddy, Bowler.
Or, if you prefer with milk, then you are a spooner, like our friend, Spoonie. Hi, Spoonie.
And I'm Forkimilian. I'm in Seriously Cereal's Crispy Cookbook.
Yes, you are.
Every month we post episodes with a theme, and this month's theme is
Friendship.
how to be a good friend and what friendship is.
Exactly.
And helping us teach this theme is today's cereal, Oats and Honey Cheerios Oat Crunch.
Another Cheerios flanker with honey. Interesting.
Yeah? Maxwell, last month you reviewed Honey Vanilla Cheerios with Mark Miller, right?
I did. Mark and his wife Sherry have been Seriously Cereal supporters for several years now.
When I first met Mark, a lot of people were totally shocked that we got along.
Why is that?
Well, because we seem really different. You know, I'm a woman, Mark's a man. Mark really likes to get into arguments with people on social media and really get into in-depth conversations, and I don't really use social media at all. Mark is 20 years older than me. You know, just little things like that.
Sure. You've always had a lot of very different friends, though.
Very true. Very true. I have friends that are conservative and I have friends that are liberal. I have wealthy friends and friends that are working class. I have friends that vote all different kinds of ways and have all different kinds of families.
Your friends are a great big mix of people. Just like America. All right, Spoonie.
This is my favorite part.
Mine too, Forkimilian. Having friends that are all the same as you can mean that you miss out on knowing cool people. Someone who looks or acts differently than you do can show you a whole new world when you imagine things through their eyes. Having diverse friends means things are never boring because there's always something different to talk about, new games to play, or new foods to share. Celebrating different cultures, abilities, and personalities doesn't mean not celebrating your own. It's about making space for all of us to share our experiences equally.
We work at Blue Legacy, the nonprofit company that makes Seriously Cereal. Blue Legacy is all about considering, accepting, trusting, and supporting all different kinds of authors, musicians, game designers, filmmakers, and actors. So I guess all those hundreds of artisans are my friends. I don't agree with all my friends on everything, but because we know each other and care about each other, we understand our differences and try to find ways that everyone can be accepted and supported. It's not easy to find common ground, but it's always worth it.
This box of Cheerios Oat Crunch costs $4.78 and has 9 servings per box. $4.78 divided by 9 is about 53 cents per serving.
And a serving is 1 cup, contains 220 calories,
Okay.
42 grams of carbohydrates, and 15 grams of added sugar.
Yikes.
Yeah. Variation in friendships, I get it. But variation in cereals, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is regular Cheerios, which are very good, they're half as many calories, half as many total carbohydrates, and they only have 1 gram of added sugar.
Well, I guess let's try it.
Yeah.
Right, so they're very orange.
Yeah, they're 3 different shades of brown.
Yeah.
It's actually, to be honest, it's kind of a pretty cereal.
No,
it's
it
very
is.
autumnal.
Yeah, actually.
You know, yeah, it looks like a bunch of autumn leaves, which, does that sound appetizing? I'm not sure.
Not in theory, but I get what you mean.
And they have like some kind of glaze that's making a lot of them actually stick together in like little clusters.
Yeah, and they have little
Oats.
oats on them that are like stuck to the glaze.
Yeah.
And it gives it a bit of a crunch in addition to the usual Cheerios crunch. And you definitely are tasting the oats, because once you bite into the Cheerios, like the oats are kind of like, they're kind of set free and you can taste them a little bit better. I think that's a goofy way of describing it, but I don't know.
Set those oats free. I like that.
Like autumn leaves.
Be free! Be free, oats!
Well-
But you are absolutely right. The oats really come across. I mean, I taste the oats before I taste the Cheerio.
Yeah.
You know?
Same with milk.
These are, not surprisingly, much, much sweeter than
Yeah.
Cheerios.
Yeah. You know what it kind of tastes like? It kind of tastes like an oatmeal cookie in cereal form. Like having this with milk, it tastes like you got like a basic oatmeal cookie, dipped it in milk, took a bite, and yeah, this is like an oatmeal cookie.
Okay, well, it's very oats, it's very sweet, so yes, in that case, I'm not getting like a bunch of cinnamon or, of course, raisins, which I associate with oatmeal cookie, but I totally get what you're saying. It's a very grain-forward flavor, there's oats, there's the whole grain of the Cheerios, so it's almost like having a little miniature honey glazed
Yeah, I don't know, but
roll?
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
The cereal also, just real quick, also softens up once it sits in milk for as long as it does, which, you know, most cereals do, but
Yeah.
in this case, it doesn't get, like, soggy, much like actual Cheerios, and I want to say the bits on the little actual rings are a little denser than usual as well. It's not a bad cereal, it's just so sweet, you know? It's just like, could you have this as like a dessert if you had like half a bowl or something? I don't know.
Half a serving, like a half a cup.
Yeah.
I mean, at 220 calories, like, I feel like that's a little high, even, you know, for like a dessert, but...
We're almost done, Spoony, don't worry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but I will like to just say, in support of the cereal, the glaze is not sticky. So this is a good snacker cereal. If you were going on a hike or going to play at the park or just going for a walk or something like that, and you wanted to have like a little packet, a little, you know, like Ziploc bag.
That might be a great way to do it. Because you have, you know, less than usual as is.
Yeah, and even if you did like a full serving for a nice physical outing, that might be a really nice thing because the flavor is nice. It's definitely substantial. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just eating sugar, you know, because you have that almost like a crunch, almost a nutty crunch, though there's no nuts
nice.
from the oats. So I have to say, I'm really surprised because usually I just don't like cereals that are this sweet with this much sugar. But I'm gonna give it a 4 because I just think the flavor is fantastic, and if eaten appropriately, then I think it's a great choice.
I'm gonna give it a 3 because I do really like it and it is really good as a spooner. I just think it's very difficult for me to give it like any higher than 3 just because of how sugary it is, how many carbohydrates it has. But I think if you have it like half a cup as like a dessert for the day, I think you'll actually like this. Like, it's definitely a dessert cereal through and through, but I think it is worth giving a try as long as you take caution when eating it.
And risking Spoony leaning back in, I would just like for folks that are like new to Seriously Cereal, it's not that we're saying that this wouldn't be 220 calories is like too many calories for breakfast. It's that added sugar. Kiddos are supposed to have no more than 12 grams. Sorry, Spoony.
There it is.
Kiddos are only supposed to have 12 grams of added sugar for the whole day, and one serving of this is 15 grams of added sugar, so that's really too much. But just to be fair.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
We're not big enough to be paid through YouTube, but you can support the show at seriouslycereal.org.
Because the show is safe for kids, YouTube turns off comments, but we love hearing from you. Send us a message at blueforgefilms@gmail.com this week, and I'll write you back. Okay, Forkimilian.
Join us for our next episode, the last in the friendship theme, next Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time.
Plus a special surprise. See you then.
Bye.